Chill. Hey. Hey, hey. What? All right. Listen. I don't know if you make beats, but if you're a beat maker like me, you would feel what I feel when I listen to my own beats. I'm good. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about myself. I'm like, yo, sometimes I listen to beats, I'm like, I did that? It is what it is. Joella, man, what up, my cousin? I hope you're doing good. I hope everything is great in this new part of your life. I'm still waiting. Just letting you know. I'm still waiting for the show. All right? Listen, I have to talk to you about something that I just did. Black Madonna, what up? Elaine, what up? Motema, what up? E, what up? Poupe Black, what up? Queen Mada, what up? Laurine, what up? Is that la chic? Eh? I hope everybody's doing great. Welcome to Club Shada episode 419 English show. If you don't speak English, I'm sorry for you. Come back Wednesday for the French show, Internet du Village. I don't want to... Listen. This show is brought to you, first of all, by Shada Wear. That's the first thing. And big up to our main sponsor, La Fraise Noire. Thank you for the super chat. And all the sponsors who are here. Dauda, what up? So, listen to me. This thing is, Joel, before I start, Joel, I was doing something for the past hour, and it was kind of interesting what I did, but then in the end, I just changed because the use of the virtual camera from Ecamm to OBS is kind of nice. That's what I use. The problem is, my problem that I had was for some setup. Let's say I want to show Chrome, I have to show it in a certain way for the YouTube people, but it has to be in a form like this, which is, but that's because the people on TikTok need to see the whole thing. So it kind of limits what I can do on YouTube, where I would show the full screen because I have to do something that fits the TikTok people. So I was thinking about it, and the problem was, I kind of understood what I can do in reality. I can have a scene, and I'm going to do it next time. I'm going to set up a special scene where only for that, I will not use the virtual camera from Ecamm like I'm doing right now on TikTok and etc. Just for the Chrome scene, I will have a special scene where on Streamlabs OBS, I have like Chrome set up in a way that is just vertical with my face on top, etc. And there's going to be another scene on Ecamm where I have the thing in full screen. I think it's going to work. But so what I set up, actually, in reality, I set up a scene for the intro. The intro are different. The splash screen where you see my face with my daughter, on YouTube, it's actually the full photo, and on OBS, it's the virtual, the vertical photo, and the logo is different. But now I set up dual scenes that I control everything from my Stream Deck. I have the scene for the guest. I have the scene for most scenes are the same, even if I've started. I did dual scenes on both because now I'm gonna be able to, for both shows, I'm gonna be able to do some specific things for both, but more in terms of where I put the overlays and stuff. So it's gonna be very interesting. And as I was doing it, I was saying to myself, wouldn't it be great if Ecamm just had dual scenes, and I could have one virtual cam that I send for vertical and another one that I keep for here. And so I tweeted to Ecamm. I told them, yo, that would be good, right? And look at that. I said, I'm still dreaming of Ecamm. Oh, you cannot see my tweet because of, I said, I'm still dreaming of Ecamm tweets, dual vertical and horizontal output. And they replied to me, we're working on it. Alrighty. If they're working on it, what I did now is a limited solution, but I'm gonna use it for Club Shada and Internet du Village until these guys are ready. And I think I can do some interesting things. It's just that if I want to show me doing music or doing show stuff like Chrome, I just need to know how do I present it so that it's the same Chrome but shown differently in OBS. So I didn't test yet. I was like, if I spent another hour, I would have been done with the Club Shada new setup. But at least I'm going to be able to now do next Wednesday the Internet du Village setup. So yeah, it's cool. But now the fact that these guys are telling me that they're doing it, I need to be on the beta testing team with them, because I'm really, really, really interested in making sure that we're gonna be able to choose which virtual cam we're sending. Because yeah, you need to specify it. I don't want to send the vertical one to OBS unless they are having the same deal as Streamlabs OBS, and we could just stream to TikTok and YouTube vertical directly from Ecamm. That would be amazing. Then all the issues would be solved. You just handle everything from one place. That would be perfect. So yeah, I'm sure they are thinking about everything. Those guys are smart. I'll see, I'll see. So how's everybody doing? I hope we're good. Dauda, I hope you're good. Jod Fleet Mbote, you missed Wednesday. Listen, Wednesday I didn't go live because what happened? I don't know, what was it? I think I was a little sick or something. I forgot the reason why. But Wednesday I didn't go live, so you didn't miss nothing. For you to know, I have to buy a black version of this box because it shows now. DJ Master Will, what up? Kaysha can pay what? What are you talking about? Oh, the Streamlabs resolution is limited in the free account. J'ai rien compris, mais je suis dans... You can use Streamlabs. That's what I'm using for TikTok. But on YouTube and the rest of the platforms, I'm on Ecamm and everything. But yeah. So yeah, that's that's where we are right now with the state of things. All right. This is Club Shada, so this is not Q&A like Internet du Village. Let me read you an article that I found very interesting. Joel, I have to make you a moderator on my show here. Let me go to... Actually, I want to talk about TikTok a bit before I talk about MTV. Let me make sure I'm not having double... Okay, perfect. Non, c'est bon. Hein? Joel being Joel is like my... Joel can be Lingala modérateur. I love it. All right. I try to add you as a moderator, but I don't know if it works. I don't know. Hopefully it did, Joel. I was about to say try to block somebody, but there's nobody who's, you know, is, you know. Che Guevara, what up? All right, what up, Morgan? Morgan Lacaira. All right, listen. We have a new TikTok trend. We have a brand new TikTok trend. And this is cool. So, all right, let me see. Che Guevara, what up? We have a brand new DJ. You know, I like your AI stuff. So how did this all start? All right, let me show you how this whole thing started. Do I have the Instagram of these people? I know I saved it somewhere. Let me see. Vraiment. Instagram est un endroit problématique. All right, let me see if on the Instagram web I can see the post that I saved. All right, now can I, let me see if I find that, because I have a lot of posts that I saved. There it is. I think it started here. All right, let me do it differently. Can I pause a video on? All right, listen. This is how it all started. It all started with this. It all started with this. You had this post from Moshi Moshi Tokyo, which is a store or a place where they sell mochi. So mochi is a Japanese cake, right? And that's what they did. They have this video that went completely viral. Tell me if you heard the sound from Chrome. Let me check here. So this is how it started. They are pounding the motion. Exactly, Kimani. And I put it on adult only. Damn. They're not stopping? Lord. Anyway, you see what I mean. So this is how it all started. And apparently these guys went viral. This video has 500,000 views on Instagram. That's just Instagram. And apparently people went crazy. And people did trap versions. You know, the TikTok people, they just did like trap versions, Brazilian versions, XYZ, etc., etc. All right. So me, I was like, I didn't even know about that. But then there's this kid called Kaysha on TikTok. So let me go to his TikTok. You got this kid on TikTok called Kaysha. Let me go to TikTok now. TikTok. All right. So this guy, let me see. Oh, Lord. All right. Decided to do his own version of the trend, the audio trend, but he decided to use my instrumental of Good Life 2005 and use these Japanese people saying "Yusho, yeah, Yusho." So for those who don't speak Korean like me, Yusho is like a traditional chant that when you do moshi, which is that strange thing, that's what you use. So this is what he did. So this is the start of the trend, right? Just like something going on 5 years ago, that's how it started. So of course I did my research, right? And I'm not sure who's the first to do the choreography. I'm not sure. I didn't find it, but the first choreography that I saw personally was this one. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, all right. So I saw that one, and then I saw that girl. So once I saw her, I went to her profile, and then I think somebody tagged me somewhere, and it took me to the original video. Then I saw those girls. Hey, let's go. Then I believe that I just start checking all of them. by the time I start watching, there was around probably 500 videos. And then I said to myself, okay, the way the trend goes usually, right? The way something going on went, it started with the black people. And then once you see your first white people in the trend, it means that you are leaving the African culture and you are now broadening. Then the next level is when you start seeing people from outside of France, because this started in France, just like something going on. When you start people going out of France, and maybe the people from Ivory Coast, they loved Good Life 2005, they start all massively doing it in Africa. Then the next level of the trend is when you start going to Russia, Ukraine, the US, Japan, Korea, and then that's when you have a global trend. So when your trend is still small, you have maybe 1,000 videos, then you have like 5,000, then it's 10,000. Once you arrive to 30,000 videos, like you are in a level where your trend can blow up and TikTok can see it. So the first thing I said to myself is, let me contact this guy, Kaysha, and tell him, hey, listen, I love your remix. Do you have the file? Something. What can we do? And he told me he don't have the file, doesn't have the file, but it was kind of easy to do. I actually did two versions. I did a version with one of my AIs to just redo the usual AI, because I'm not kind of comfortable using the voice of other people. But at the same time, Good Life 2005 by itself, it just gave a lot of streams to that thing, because people, they look for the remix, then they go find the original song in behind, right? I talked to him. I told him, hey, listen, I'm going to use that version and I'm going to release a remix and I'm going to give you a percentage on the sales. So it was cool. We did a contract. All good. I start working on that, have him sign the contract, and then put my version on the platforms for sale, because you want to turn the TikTok trend into money, right? So next thing I did was look for signs of this going to the next level. So that's when you see people doing the trends with their kids, and when you see like young people doing it, like 15 years old, like this guy. Uh-oh, what happened? Uh-oh. Wait, what? Oh, he doesn't know the dance. He's from Colombia? Oh, I thought it was Asian. Then I saw the ones with the kids. Uh-oh. Then the next thing I did was that's when I saw white girls. I was like, okay, that's the next level. Listen, when you see the white girls that can't dance, only the one on the left can dance. But when you see all of them trying to do the trend, that means you on the next level of your trend. So right now, as we're speaking, there's 34,000 videos, and there's another 1,000 video every 2 days. So yeah, we on the verge of having our next big trend, because now everybody wants to do it. Hey. Look at this. Eba. Listen, there's 30,000 videos. Eba. That's beautiful. Now, people are doing it with their kids. People are doing it everywhere. Groups of girls. Ooh-la. Oh, that's dope. These girls are from Congo. I can tell. Ah, that was cool. Eva. Eva. Dolika. Ooh, I love this one. Did I repost it? Let me see if I reposted it. Yes, I did. All right. And listen, it starts to be everybody. Look at this. So it's so interesting. Look. When you start seeing like only white kids that can't dance, you're going somewhere. Because that's the goal here. Your goal is it to not just be about there you go. That's what you want to see. When you start to see people from other cultures that are doing the trend, like these ones, okay, that's when you know something is going on. All right, and listen, they're everywhere. Oh shit! Eh bah, allez-y mes petites. This is crazy. Kids. That's the beauty of the thing. It's when your track becomes and it has its own choreography and you have people from everywhere, from oh my god. What are you doing? Listen, there's so many. What was that? That's crazy. Listen, you have tons of videos now. You have tons of videos. Okay, I'm going to tell you why girls like this one are important. She has 1.3 million followers on TikTok. So when she does a video to your music and she has 1,600 people saving it so that they can do it too, it means that from her, you're gonna have maybe 1,000 videos just from her. And then in those people, some people will do videos and more people will do videos, and some people who saw the videos of the others. And that's how, once you have one person that watches it from, I don't know, Japan or the US or Ivory Coast or Kinshasa or somewhere, they do the video. If they have themselves millions of followers, there you go. Like, you see, twins. They changed it a bit. See, twins. Let's see how many people follow them. 242,000. You see what I mean? That's the thing. 1,700 saves, 900 comments. You see what I mean? Let me repost. That's how you create the trend, or that's how the trend creates itself. You look at who's posting and how many people are following them. So when you have somebody that has, I don't know, 10 million followers, in those 10 million followers, maybe you're gonna have 200,000 people who will themselves do a post as well. So that's what I'm looking for. For example, this girl, Cece, I think she posts this song every day, wearing a different outfit, right? Look at the stat, 22,000 likes, 1,700 saves, and how many, she has 127 followers. Now, so me, what I do now, I'm just supporting the trend. I'm reposting myself, everything that I see and that I like. Every time there's somebody that's interesting, I just repost a ton of them. See, that's a fan of K-pop, right? Now, if you have a fan of K-pop that is posting, and all the K-pop people jump on this, see what I mean? Look at this. Now ask yourself the question, how old are these people? How old are these kids? 13, 14? This song, the instrumental Good Life 2005 came out in 2005, meaning that all these kids were not born when that beat came out. That's the beauty of it to me. Let's see. So she's a kid. She has almost 100,000 followers. You see what I mean? Let's continue checking out. Yeah, what else? Let me see. Let me see if this. Then we will. Okay, let me see. No, these are French people. I'm trying to look for international creators to see if there's people who are outside of France. That's what I'm looking for. And these are from France. That's crazy. Okay, Malgache. There she's again. So this girl, I took a video from her and I added it to the Spotify page of the song, so that when people go from TikTok, because now there's a link on TikTok where you can directly go from the trend and you click and it add the songs to your Spotify, and I added her as the video, and I will change every week. I will add people that are part of that are doing the trend. There she's again. She likes the trend. Nice. So how many followers she has? 800,000. You see what I mean? That's what you want. Like, and most of these labels, that's what they're looking for. They pay people to do that. And me, it's all organic. It's people, they find one of my songs, somebody either do a remix or somebody does a dance, and that's it. The rest goes by itself. And I'm gonna tell you a few ideas that I have of how I can now take it to the next level. Oh, her again. Reposting. Listen, this trend is flying by itself. Look at her again. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's go. Oba. I have to learn this choreography myself. Listen, those videos are non-stop. You see? As you can see, there's more and more white French people doing, and the next level is going to be when this will go outside of France and people will start doing other choreographies and etc. And then I'll see if, look at that. There's, listen, there's new ones all the time. So. Oh wow, what is this? That's not the one I saw. It's this one. Martinique. Amazing. You see, this will make that instrumental that's been known forever, playing in the clubs forever, it's now gonna make it international. And I mean, I can keep showing you, but I mean, I think you understand what's going on. Listen, in Africa, I like it. What's going on with my TikTok? TikTok is messing up. It's not playing. So the more people are doing it, the more other people are doing it. So at a point, I remember with something going on like 4 years ago, there was around like, when it was at the height of the trend, it was around 100,000 new videos every day. Every day there was 100,000 new videos. Right now with this one, I believe, I didn't look at the stat, but it's around, I would say 1,000 every 2-3 days. So we're still in the early, like it's been 3 weeks, and I'm just doing what I can, reposting, supporting, and letting it. Listen, you have to let it live. Like, it's not like you need to do anything. You just have to let it live, repost people, wait to when it becomes like international and it goes everywhere. Because once it reaches the US or China or Japan or these places, then your Spotify numbers go up with that. So now let's go back to speaking about the business of it and the business ideas that I learned from already having one. I had a track like this with something going on that blew up. Let me look at my profile, because I think there was another trend that I saved. I don't know if TikTok decided to consolidate everything or not. Let me see. Show remix. No, I think it seems like everything has consolidated into one place, which is cool. Let me just make sure, because at a point there was like no, there's something going on. Let me try to see, because yeah, I saw something, but I don't know if now everything is in the one place. No. Original sound. Yeah, because now you start to have. So for example, this is another trend. This is another trend that has 700 videos. Basically, it's the same trend, but for some reason TikTok separate those. And I realized that the people in these trends are more in Africa. Yeah, that's in Cameroon. So that's good. That's me posting the promo for the new version that came out. I already have 2 new versions. But listen, I invite you to go in my profile. I saved a bunch of them. Watching my repost in my profile on TikTok, so you can see all the videos, because that's what's going on is great. So business ideas. Let me see. Yeah, that's crazy. That's beautiful when you see that you have a song that you did in 2005 for the compilation Grand Maquis, and now it's Like it just took its wing listen, on a platform which is TikTok that did not even exist when this song came out. TikTok did not exist. YouTube was 1 year old, not even 1 year old, because YouTube came in 2005, and Spotify didn't exist either. And now you're gonna, I see the numbers already on Spotify. It started to go up because if you look from your phone and you look at one of those videos and you click on the sound, it will give you a link directly to Spotify. So that's the beauty of it. Now, all you have to do is, listen. When did the switch between your version and the first version happen? The two versions are online. Actually, there's a third version that I did as well, which is a version where I have AI doing the usual AI, because I'm trying to have different versions. And actually, if you want to talk about the business part of it, I'm going to do it right now. Let me just check the comment, and I'm going to tell you a lot of things that I'm going to do. How does it feel to see something still bearing fruit after 20 years? Such great investments. Listen, I feel blessed, but I also feel that that's what I do. I remember telling people that a lot of the things that I'm doing today, 20 years ago, are for in 10, 20 years when internet will be everywhere. So I'm happy, and at the same time, I'm just like, yep, I said it. People will come with more idea for the dance. Yep, that's true. And listen, the original track as well will also branch out with its own. So, because what's going on right now, if you look at my Spotify, you have something going on everywhere. But if you look at my other Spotify from Diamantero, now my top three is, or in my top 5, you have Good Life 2005, the original, and you have the AI version, and you have this version, the one with the Japanese voices. I reach out to the people from the Japanese voices because I also want to, copyright wise, make sure everything is cool and I have their authorization to use their vocals. But I'm also going to do a version when I'm going to have AI, or maybe I'm just going to have somebody read, because the words they say is just traditional Japanese things, so nobody owns it. But I might have somebody, or I might even do it myself, just have somebody just say it and say the usual I like, and do a version of that, just to have all these versions ready. So in case of there's any issue with their own vocals being used, the possibility to just replace with a version where I own everything. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, but I have a lot of other things I'm going to do. The creativity of people of different culture makes it more global and easy to do, and it works 100% organic. Yes, exactly. Balkan Beast, what up? Ella baby, what up? Oh, Chester, what up, my boy? How you been? So yeah, listen, it's gonna be amazing that at least you understand the money-making side of TikTok. Listen, Rose Gold, money is something that I learned at school, and that's my thing. So there's something interesting that I'm gonna be able to do. Thank you for the likes, TikTok. There's something very interesting to me. Here's what I'm gonna do. First of all, I own and I composed the main instrumental of Good Life 2005. So the first thing I did on TikTok, let me go to my TikTok again to show you what I did. That's my TikTok profile. And as you can see, one of the first thing I did is post. I did a first compilation, a first video compilation of everybody, but I did a long version, a 1-minute version of some people dancing on the thing. That's one thing I did. And I also put it on YouTube. I also did some AI versions. I know. Oh, that's not the right song. I thought I did a video. Look at this. That's another version. So this one I used one of my AI called Tsukaya Ozawa, and I did just another version, and I even did some lyrics. Of course, this one doesn't have a lot of traction, a lot of videos. I mean, I didn't check everywhere, but the goal is to now use that instrumental and do a lot of things with it. And now you have the original track, which is here. That's the original. And the interesting thing is now, oh no, that's not. See, people are starting to do videos with it, but that's not. It didn't pick up the original one. Let me see if I can find the original Good Life 2005. Let me see. Oh, now it keeps going to me. Let me see if I can find it. Kaysha, Good Life 2005. I don't know if. There you go. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on, TikTok? Maybe I should do it from my. Let me see. 8 videos here. Good Life 2005. Good Life 2005. What's going on? This sound is not available. Okay, let me try something from my phone directly. Let me look directly in my phone if I can have a link. Let me go to TikTok. Profile, search. How do I search? Search for music. Oh, okay, so Kaysha, Good Life 2005 sounds. Okay, there's one here with 300 videos. There's one with 81 videos. There's one with 34 videos. There's one with 59 videos. There's one with 736 videos. There's one with 34,000 videos. So that's the one I'm looking for, is the one with 300 videos. Now, how do I send this to my phone? Let me copy the link and see if I can upload it here. All right, there it is. And you're gonna see something that is great, right? On top, you see on the top, you see a thing that says add to Spotify. That is good. That's what you need. Because all these people, they check your track and the first thing they do is they click there, they click here, and it just add the song to their Spotify automatically. So now you have people that are using the track. Look at this. Let's repost. Okay, that's a compilation of videos. So you have you, and I believe that the more the remix is gonna blow up, the more the original is gonna blow up too, and the more people will do their own version, and all you need is, oops, what did I do? All you need is a guy like anybody that is very, very, very big on TikTok to just do one version of the track, and boom. So business-wise, interesting things that I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna do some remixes. I'm gonna use some of my AIs like Zena Umoja to do a Lingala version of the song. Instrumental, right? So I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna do a French version of the song, West Indies Creole version of the song. I'm gonna do a trap version of the song. I'm gonna see if in one of those TikTok creatives that have a lot of followers who can do like a hood trap version, just to create a lot of versions and then create a lot of mini trends that can stem from this trend. And I'm gonna do a slow down version, a fast version, and just lay down all the possibilities, right? And then after that, you just let people do what they do. And listen, it will go where it will go. But the way it's going, I'm sure maybe one big artist is already looking at this and saying to himself, hey, if this reaches, I don't know, 50,000 videos or 100,000 videos, maybe I see if I can do a remix, or I can just perform on the original. Like, I don't know, Maître Gims, somebody, Aya Nakamura, NASA, somebody comes and say, hey, listen, hey, this is blowing up on TikTok. I want to put some vocals, right? And of course, they ask permission. We do a revenue share, and you let it just go. And so this is something you can do. And myself too, I'm gonna use. I was thinking of something that people do in Jamaica a lot, which is the one rhythm, where you have that one beat, and everybody does a version, and you own everything. Listen, I own everything. I compose. I'm the producer. I'm the owner of the song. I'm the publisher. I'm everything. So I can just send the instrumental to singers, young, older, a lot of people. I can send it to people in Ivory Coast, people in Cameroon, people in all over the place, and tell them, hey, listen, just do your version, and I'll give you 20% of all the money that is made. And then you just go and make it happen. So, but the good thing is, when you have an organic banger like this that has been playing in the club forever, but at the same time that is now having a new life on TikTok, you actually are in power, because the record companies will approach you telling you, hey, we would like to license. Maybe a radio like Energy or a radio somewhere will be like, yo, we would love to have a version of this because it's blowing up on TikTok. Everybody's seeing, right? We would love to have a version of this with a new singer. And all they have to do is approach you and do a deal, business deal of how they're gonna do. We do the new version, revenue share, let it fly, make money. So for now, listen, it's been 3 weeks. I remember when something going on blew up in 2021, it was the same movement. After 3 weeks, we were here, and then every time, then it would slow down, then it would go back up, then it would slow, and then every time somebody very famous would do something, it would go more up, and we'll see. And just like for something going on, for those who were there at that time, I'll keep you posted live and see where it goes. But yeah, Joel, people are watching. Trust me. People are watching. You know, this is the thing where I remember when something went on, blew up, the people from Universal and other label reach out and they kept telling me, yeah, you know, we can put it in a playlist, we can do this, we can buy you a video. And I was like, I don't need your help. And they were like, yeah, but you see, listen, today the song is doing more than 1 million stream. I mean, with all the version more than that, but just one of the version is doing more than 1 million streams every month by itself, nobody, fully independent. So the goal here is, if you can have 10 songs like this, if you have a big catalog like me and you can have 10 songs like this that blow up organically on TikTok and they just go in each side of the globe, listen, you could make 50,000 every month. And how do I help them blow everywhere? Listen, I have AI singers that sing in Indian, in Hindi, in Japanese, in Portuguese, and I can already do my own versions. But then you can also invite people from everywhere. Tell them, hey, listen, this is the trending song. You want to jump in? And boom. And then you just let the people do the work, because success is very interesting. Most people believe that success is them, but in reality, success is the people. The people decide if they love something. And listen, I'm sure most of these kids don't even know who did the song. They just know this is the trend of the moment. And now you just see how it grows. And then when people start looking for the song, that's when they're like, oh, Kaysha. And then they see something on it. Oh, it's the same guy. And the funny part right now is a lot of beat makers and a lot of people from the music industry in France, they send me messages and they're like, wait a minute. Good Life? That's you? I'm like, yep. And they're like, oh, we hate you. You again. You again. I'm like, again and again and again. Yeah, Kimani, I'm going to do the Jamaican music model. For sure. Oh, yes. Anyway, listen, I'll keep you posted. I think it's interesting. Let's see where this takes us. Another one, yep. All right. Listen, I like Club Shada to be under an hour, so but before I go, I would like to read you an article. No, ChatGPT, not you. I want to read you an article that I found interesting. All right. MTV decided to axe its music channels in the UK, actually in the whole Europe. I'm not sure about the US, but I think in the US as well. All right. MTV, the world's first 24 hours music broadcaster, is to stop showing rolling pop videos in the UK after almost 40 years, when it closed 5 channels at the end of the year. MTV Music, MTV 80s, MTV 90s, Club MTV, and MTV Live will all stop broadcasting after 31st of December, end of the year. Only the flagship MTV HD will remain on the air, but it will not show music, it will show reality shows like Geordie Shore and whatever, Dating UK. The move reflects a shift in viewing habits, and with music video largely consumed on YouTube and social media rather than television. A spokesman for MTV's parent company, Paramount, declined to comment. people are sad, of course, etc., etc. Listen, somebody was saying that she worked on MTV back in the days, and it's sad that MTV is now only reality TV, and it's part of a wider layoff because Paramount, who's the owner of the MTV, are also expected to close MTV channels in countries including Australia, Poland, France, Brazil. The closure comes as the company seeks to cut costs as much as $500 million across its global portfolio. In August, it closed Paramount Television Studios, which produced series including Jack Ryan and Spiderwick Chronicles. The layoff also affected MTV production in the UK. According to the latest rating from Barb, MTV music channels continue to attract modest audience in the UK. MTV Music had 1.3 million viewers in July. The brand will also continue to have a presence on social media and Paramount streaming service Paramount Plus. Listen, I am not shocked. Actually, I remember around 10 years ago, I was with a friend of mine who's one of the main share owners of Trace TV around the world, and we were in London together. And I was telling her, you guys need original content. You guys need original content because we are arriving in a time in the world where most kids, they don't watch music videos on TV because they don't watch TV. They watch TikTok, they watch Instagram, and they watch YouTube. And when they want to see your music videos, they just go on YouTube. There's no point for them to go waste their time on a passive television channel where they just sit down and wait for things to be shown to them, where they can go to YouTube and type what they want to listen to. So, and the fact, when I said that to her 10 years ago, and 10 years ago, it was not like today. Listen, today, where's my remote control? This is the remote control from my TV, and there's a button that says Disney, Netflix, and there's one that says YouTube. Prime Video, etc., etc. So YouTube is now part of your TV. Every TV that you buy has YouTube inside, and it's free. So it's the biggest competitor to streaming services and music channel. No music channel can survive like YouTube. And that's what I was telling to the people of Trace. I was telling them, you need to have documentaries, reality shows, music related content like interviews and stuff, because maybe in Africa, where 10 years ago, the internet didn't penetrate yet, these are places where people will still look at music videos from Trace and MTV and the other channels. But every time internet becomes cheap and you can have Wi-Fi at home and 5G or 4G on your phone, unlimited, or that's it. It changes the viewing habits and the consuming habits of the person. So what I told them 10 years ago really made sense, and here we are. This is the end of an era. MTV. Listen, I remember back when there was no MTV France. We used to spend the weekends in Brussels, and every time we would go to the Brussels house, there was MTV Base. Oh, that's where we could see the Bobby Brown video, the R. Kelly thing, the Aaliyah, all these people. It was on MTV in Belgium. And yeah, now it's over. Because, well, listen, it's a brand new world. Can you imagine that? A world without MTV? That's crazy. That's crazy. But hey, it is what it is. And I'm not shocked at all. Alright, last subject before I go, so I can do a clip of that tomorrow. Where did I put that one? I forgot a long time ago. MTV and Tracy exist. That's not cool. The visionary Bushido, the sensei. Listen, MTV Base was crazy. Listen, I remember doing the opening party of MTV Base in Kenya and in London. I was performing at every launch. That was so cool. And a lot of people from Nigeria, Kenya, like East African and South African country, they actually know my songs through MTV Base. Back when it was like Channel O, MTV Base, Trace TV, that's how my song got popular back then. Before when everybody had internet. And now, yeah, now everybody has, listen, their phones. People, listen. I'm gonna show you some stats if I can see them. Let me see. Oh, I don't know if when I see where to see that. So audience. So on YouTube, look at this. This is my YouTube stats, right? Of my YouTube channel. And you can see that I have 1.7 million viewers from my YouTube channel, right? That's the last month. And from the viewers, let me see. Where France, Brazil, US, India, Mozambique, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for where. That's what I'm interested in. Music fans. Engagement, views, songs. Okay, that's age. No, I was looking for, there's a place where you can see where your people are watching your content. Okay, listen. 2.8 million views. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Advanced mode, let me see. Is there a place where I can see where? No, I don't see it. Audience by age. There used to be a place where you could see where. I don't know where it is. But they used to see a place where you could see what device people are using to look at your content. And I remember one day, a few years ago, I'm talking about like 10 years ago, I was looking at where people look at my music from YouTube, my videos from YouTube. And at a point, it was like 40% on mobile phones and 60% on computers. And like, or maybe 55% on computers and then 5% on TVs. And I was like, huh. And every time I would watch, the mobile would go up and TV would go up. And I'm sure that if I found it would be probably 20-30% people watch from their TV, and 70% or 60% watch from their phone, and only 10% watch on their computers. Because me personally, that's how I use YouTube. I watch everything from my TV screen, because I have TVs in every room of my house. So if I'm on one of the 2 bedrooms, or my office, or living room or kitchen, most people in my house, it's either YouTube or Netflix or one of those platforms that I pay family packs for everybody. So it makes sense. Now everybody are watching, like you say, Kimani, most of them are watching on mobile or tablet now. So listen, last thing before I go, I don't know if I talked about it, because I haven't been on Club Shada for some time now, but it's cool to be back. So for those who are not used to it, on TikTok, the French show is on Wednesdays, and on Sundays we are in the business show. I put it on adult only, just to limit the number of people who come and just ask me why I don't speak in whatever language, like. And Club Shada is more business and society focused. I didn't even do a Club Shada about Diddy getting 4 months. Next time. Let me talk about the last thing, which is a third of all tracks uploaded to Deezer are now fully AI generated. Fully generated AI music now constitute 20% of all tracks delivered to Deezer each day, according to new data from the French streaming service. So every day they receive 30,000 fully AI generated tracks. According to the platform, up to 70% of plays for these fully AI generated tracks have been detected as fraudulent. Oh Lord. Etc. 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 Listen, I'm not going to read the whole article, but so what is going on is interesting. And this is like, AI is like the brand new toy that most of these people are using. And when you have new platforms and you have an easy way to do music and to do, some nice tracks come out of AI. Like, you can really do some great tracks. Personally, I like to use AI just for the vocals. I prefer using my own tracks so that the AI is actually influenced by the instrumental that we use, because we use our own instrumentals, and I know how to do instrumentals. I don't need AI to do it for me. Sometimes it can have cool ideas, or sometimes it can do you some cool guitars. Let me make you listen to a track that I just finished before this show. I did a duet between 2 of my AIs, and so the instrumental is from 2 Mozambican brothers called Muna's Music, but the guitar and the vocals are from AI. And listen, it was really interesting, the guitars. Like, I just redo everything, but the guitar sounded great. Listen to this.
Mami está mala y rica, le gusta cuando le pico la piña. Sabe que conmigo brinca la línea y se pone freak cuando suena la pista. Dale despacio que esto no es pizza. No quiero verte sudar la camisa. Dos tequilita y se me avisa. Si tú te sueltas, yo me deslizo. Nos fuimos sin aviso hasta que salga el sol del paraíso. Mala y rica, mala y rica, mala y rica. Llegó Luis Acerola con la nota encendida. Ella me mira, la mirada suicida. Dice papi,
Alright.
hoy no hay medida. Y yo le digo tranqui.
So what's interesting about this track is, listen, the beat is from beat makers I work with. And yeah, we did like some a mix of Portuguese and Spanish, all good, but the guitar was nice. So instead of telling my guy, hey, play this for me, I was like, yo, I'm using that. That's how I prefer using it. But it is now so easy to create music. Like, and the more you are advanced in creation, the more you're going to be able to use those tools just as tools, like I do. I take what I'm interested in, like, and even if I did, I heard a nice beat from a prompt, what I would do after, I would replay everything, because for now I can see the difference. I can hear the difference. But a lot of music is not being done by people who are just like, yeah, listen, I'm just gonna prompt something and just push out something. I like it, download, put it out. And I've discovered already on Spotify a few songs, like a few Kizomba and Zouk songs that already have like 300,000 to 500,000 streams. And me, when I heard, I was like, this is AI. But then I was like, oh, this is good. This sounds good. And this song is a banger. So listen, if you have some nice songs, a song that you wrote or a poem, you can turn it into a song. And now it's easy. Listen, it doesn't matter. Oh, this is not, this doesn't have a soul. This is not, listen, people who listen to music, they don't care. All they know, does it sound good? Does it not sound good? That's it. That's the only thing that the public is interested in. Artists, you can cry as you want. Competition went from, you were only 10 people when it was hard and expensive to do music. When home studios arrived, you had a lot of new competitors. When Instagram arrived, competition became the whole world. And now you also have AI. So listen, it's gonna be 130 or 150,000 new songs every day. And half of it, or maybe a third of it, is gonna be AI music. And it's going to be harder and harder to be discovered and harder to exist when a song you do is a drop. And sometimes you're going to have a hit because of TikTok, or just because you will upload regularly new music to the platform. My advice to creators, whenever somebody asks me what should they do, my advice is always use the tools that are available and don't look at it as a threat to your career. Look at it as a new tool that you can use. All right. Fruity Loops created a bunch of bedroom beat makers. And some of them are doing, a lot of them are doing great music. So what happened is that if as a musician you feel that you are here, you are advanced, and this is zero, these are beginners, people who do beats that sound like everybody else, but you feel like you are doing this. With AI now, this is here. What you have to figure out as a creator is how you get here. How you use those tools or not to do great things. So let's say that you are an amazing singer, right? And you already have beats. But let's say you're a man and what you sing is man stuff. But let's say you always wanted to write feminist stuff for women. Now you can have an avatar, or you can have an AI voice that will write, where you will write songs for women. And maybe you have this thing like inside of you, you had stuff that you always wanted to write as a woman. Now you can do it. Let's say you always wanted to sing in Hindi or Tamil or Japanese or French or Lingala or Swahili, Wolof, Bambara, Egyptian, Chinese, Arab. You can now use your talent and try stuff that you could never do. And you can have maybe stuff that you would not want to sing because it doesn't go with your brand that you built. You can now do them with your avatar. And if you don't do it, other people gonna do it. And listen, a lot of people, maybe it was their dream to sing or to make beats or to do a song, and listen, they never had the knowledge, they didn't know how to do it, and now they can. And if they can, they will do it. And you will not be able to prevent them, because it's not your goal to decide who can sing or who cannot sing. Your goal is to either listen to music, good or bad, and say, I like this or I don't like this. And if you're a creator, your goal is to create. So just create. And if you find the people who want to support your art and they love your music, that's what they will do. They will just support you, and then you will grow song by song, one after the other. And yes, it was easier before, but at the same time, it was not that easier before. It's just that whenever you have a technological revolution, it creates new problems and it solves old solutions. Listen, I remember when I was like, oh my God, I can't wait for the internet. Like 20 years ago, I was like, I can't wait for everybody to have the internet so that my music can be everywhere. And today, everybody has internet and my music is everywhere. But everybody else's music is everywhere too. And back in the days, the competition was minimal. In the Zouk and Kizomba, listen, I had like 20 people. And I was sharing, 100 clubs to go perform to. And all these fans for 20 people. Yeah, it was easy to share. And I was always number one, so I was good. Today, when you do a song, there's 100,000 songs from everywhere in the world that everybody's doing, and the competition is global now because of the internet. So by solving my problem, it also created new issues, and I had to think, okay, how do we exist? How do we find a way to carry our art to the public? And this is where, more than ever, your brand matters. If you have a brand and you can have you know how to do a strong brand, That's what people look for, right? You want people to save you in their Spotify playlist or whatever, wherever they listen to, YouTube. You want people to know your brand. You want, like, listen, when you say Kaysha in Africa, usually people reply on dit quoi. This is a strong brand. When you say Club Shada, people know it's Kaysha's podcast. When you say Internet du Village, like, oh yeah, this is the live stream in French from Kaysha. This is what a strong brand is. When you say Shada wear, that you know it's Kaysha's t-shirt brand. Like, this is what makes the difference. When you have 1 million yogurts, and when you arrive to the store, you think Nestle. This is a strong brand. When you want to buy chocolate and in your head you think Nutella, that's a strong brand. And it doesn't mean that when you want to buy chocolate to put on your bread, there's only Nutella. There's a bunch of different brands, but Nutella is the strongest brand. And the client, the public, that's what they do. They go, they have the choice between all the music in the world, and they choose yours because of the brand. Not because it's AI, not because it's human, not because X, Y, Z. It's just because they know the brand, and if they want to listen to Zouk, they will listen to this brand. If they want to listen to Kizomba, they will go there. If they want to listen to Afrobeat, they will go there. If they want to listen to Coupé Décalé, they go there. Pop, they go there. Rock and roll, R&B, etc. Everybody know what they want to listen to fit their mood, because music is a soundtrack of life. So if you don't do this and you don't think this way, oh, listen, AI is gonna come and nobody will need you anymore. So I believe that is what everybody should do, and good luck to everybody. True producers will only use AI for small extra, which will be incredible. Yes and no, Malcolm. I believe that, the work we're doing is because we don't need. But some people always dream to make music, and they will just use AI to do everything. And today we can hear the difference, but in 2 years, it's gonna be impossible to know the difference. And I think I know guys like you, Malcolm, will always find a way to make the difference. But listen, somebody might take all your beats and put it inside the AI and be like, yo, do me the same. So what you have to do is always be in front. Listen, when I met you and you were 18, I think, or 20, I don't remember, you were far ahead. And I was telling you back then, you are too far ahead. And those people don't understand your beats, but don't worry. So now is the time where it's great to be far ahead. It's great to make something that is different. Because when you say Kizomba or Zouk to the AI, it doesn't create some Malcolm beat stuff. It creates some regular it is Kizomba. And that's the great thing, because now we can do different stuff. We can do Candy Zouk, we can do Future Kizomba, we can do Malcolm beat stuff, Urban Keys. We can do our type of music and sound different, because in 6 months, everybody will sound the same. And everybody will have one AI hit, and it's going to be funny for a moment. And at a point, it's going to be like, everybody sound the same. And that's when we come. And that's how you make the difference, by being different. When there's the revolution that makes everybody being able to do something, being different is good. That's what makes you stand out from everybody. So yeah, listen, we just work. We focus on the work. That's it. Even Seben AI can grab. Oh, listen, I've heard some crazy stuff. For real, the V5 of Suno is something crazy. Listen, imagine May I remember Mid Journey version 1. Do you see what you can do with version 7? Listen, these things are going fast. So you have to ride it. You have to just be faster than them and always be on top of the game. That's what you have to do. That's my opinion. Yes, Joel, new heights, new challenges. Agree. Bless Aldina, thank you so much for all the hearts. All right, listen. This was Club Shada episode 419. It's always great to have you guys, and I'm gonna end this show. Why are people so scared of AI music and AI arts? Because people don't want to lose their privileges. Simple. People feel like, oh, only me can do music, or only me can do art, and all these people cannot do. Listen, it was the same thing when Photoshop arrived. It was the same thing when you had telephones that could do photos. It was the same thing when microphones arrived, synthesizers. People don't like change. Humans don't like change. Listen, I remember Uber. When Uber arrived, all the taxis were crazy. No, only us can do it. And they were scamming people all the time. Or like, I remember waiting for the taxi for hours. And this guy would be like, when after waiting for an hour, you finally find a taxi, he asks you, where are you going? And you're like, I'm going there. And they're like, that's not my direction. And you're like, what? I thought that was your job. And then Uber arrived, and you just get inside the car, and it takes you where you said in the app, and that's it. And you don't even do nothing. Once you come out, it's been paid. And listen, once AI arrive to the next level, Uber will not need drivers. It will just have your car. It will come pick you up wherever you want and drop you whenever you want. That's it. That's the future. Listen, don't fight the future. It will happen anyway. So I'm going to leave you guys with some AI music, actually. Listen, this is me on the production and me also on the vocals. And it's a track called Motonanga, which is Lingala for my person. And that's a song that actually the woman vocal, Zaina, is AI, but all the melodies that she's singing are my melodies. It's not something that was created by the AI. It's me. So I did the instrumental. After doing the instrumental, I did some melodies of what I wanted, and then I had her sing on top of my melody with the lyrics I wrote. So I wrote in English and I had it translated via Claude, which is an AI like ChatGPT. I had it translated in Lingala and then performed by my AI artist Zaina Umoja. And listen, I believe that's a beautiful song. It came out today. Go listen to it. So it's Zaina Umoja and Kaysha and Diamantero, it's one of my avatars. And It's called Motonanga, and I hope you like it. And I will see you in the next episode of Club Shada, probably next Sunday. And Wednesday, Internet du Village, of course, the French show where we just freestyle. All right. This show is brought to you by Shadaware. Thanks to Stream Royalty, La Fraise Noire for donation on Super Chat on YouTube. Thank you to all the sponsors on YouTube and on TikTok. Thank you for all the diamonds and stuff. I know I make money on TikTok. I don't know where the money goes, but it's there somewhere. Sometimes TikTok tells me, hey, you have money. I'm like, cool. Keep it for me. All right. Listen, Motonanga, see you Wednesday for the French show, Internet du Village, and I'll leave you with my new song, Motonanga. Actually, Wednesday, I'm going to make you listen to a few of my AI music. That's what we're going to do Wednesday. All right. Kaysha, Zeina Umoja, Diamantero, Motonanga. Shada Gang. Peace. Listen, beautiful. Wednesday, we're going to listen to all the AI singles, but I'm leaving you before we go with my Russian girl. Nina Belova, Malcolm Beats. See you next week. Working on it.
Город дышит ритмом, я внутри огня. Каждый шаг дыхание, музыка идет. Нет начала, нет конца, только лишь звук. Я теряюсь и рождаюсь вновь. Закрой глаза, почувствуй пульс. Это жизнь, не отпусти. Танец моя жизнь, моя жизнь, моя жизнь. Сердце в ритме бьется, бьется, бьется. Танец моя жизнь, моя жизнь, моя жизнь. Сердце в ритме бьется, бьется, бьется.
Malcolm Beats.
Свет и тени кружат небо без границ. Каждый миг движения мой единственный крик. Я и ритм одно, и это мой дом. Тело дышит музыкой, я навсегда в нем. Пусть ночь горит, пока я танцую. Танец моя жизнь, моя жизнь, моя жизнь. Сердце в ритме бьется, бьется, бьется. Танец моя жизнь, моя жизнь, моя жизнь. Сердце в ритме бьется, бьется, бьется. Танец моя жизнь, моя жизнь, моя жизнь. Сердце в ритме бьется, бьется, бьется. Танец моя жизнь, моя жизнь, моя жизнь. Сердце в ритме бьется, бьется, бьется.
Da. Listen. Before you go, here's what you're gonna do. Because I always forget to give you a mission. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the Instagram, my Instagram, right? And here's what you're gonna do in my Instagram. You're gonna go and you're gonna look at the free post on top, right? This is the song that you just heard. You're gonna look at the free songs here, and all you're gonna do is you going to repost. That's all you know. Just repost. I don't need nothing else. All right? Did I do it in the right place? See those three? You just repost. All right? And to I said bye, but as we're going, because Muna's music is here, I'm giving you an exclusive of a track produced by Muna's music from a new AI artist that we just created with my boys at Makita, and my Brazilian AI artist called Rebola. And this track is called Mala y Rica, produced by Muna's Music from Mozambique. Guitar is AI, and the voices are the new boys. Listen to this. That's the last one. And listen, Wednesday, we're going to listen to a lot of music. So Wednesday, be here. Wednesday's AI Festival. All right, let's go.
Mami está mala y rica, le gusta cuando le pico la piña. Sabe que conmigo brinca la línea y se pone freak cuando suena la pista. Dale despacio que esto no es pizza. No quiero verte sudar la camisa. Dos tequilitas y se me avisa. Si tú te sueltas yo me deslizo. Nos fuimos sin aviso hasta que salga el sol del paraíso. Mala y rica, mala y rica, mala y rica. Llegó Luis Acerola con la nota encendida. Ella me mira, la mirada suicida. Dice papi, hoy no hay medida. Y yo le digo tranqui que tengo saliva. En la disco hay humo, se siente el deseo. Tu cuerpo me habla sin decirte quiero. Tú bailas lento, me mata primero. Y si te me pega, perdemos el miedo. Mami está mala y rica, le gusta cuando le pico la piña. Sabe que conmigo brinca la línea y se pone freak cuando suena la pista. Dale despacio que esto no es pizza. No quiero verte sudar la camisa. Dos tequilitas, eso me avisa. Si tú te sueltas yo me deslizo. Ela desce e me provoca, sem vergonha no olhar. Sabe o que faz, vem jogando pra me testar. No beat pesado ela vem rebolar. E quando encostar o mundo vai girar. Corpo quente brilha tipo neon. Cheiro de praia, tequila e bombom. Me fala baixo, diz que é tentação. Que hoje a regra é perder a razão. Não tem limite, cê sabe o clima. No meu ouvido sussurra, me anima. Se o som bater, a gente combina. Tô pronto, mami, pra tua rima. Mami está mala y rica, le gusta cuando le pico la piña. Sabe que conmigo brinca la línea y se pone freak cuando suena la...
Listen, you guys keep sleeping, us, we doing the craziness. Listen, I gotta make you listen to one last one. Yeah, J Balvin, we here. Yeah, we here. Listen, we here. Listen, let me play you one last one, then I go. Listen, Malcolm Beats is crazy. That's all you need to know. Now, this girl is a new AI artist. Her name is, oh my God. Listen, this is, let me show you her Instagram first of all. That's a new AI artist that we're developing. Her name is, you can go follow her on Instagram. Her name is Luciana Reina. There she is. We're testing video because we want to do music videos soon, but it's still early. So she's being developed by Makita Music. Those are some of my people. And listen, Malcolm did a beat and I was like, we're gonna have to listen. Listen to this. After that, I'm going.
Me viene anoche en mi piel, papi. Esto ya no tiene.
Wait, did you hear the way she said, papi? I'm in love.
Me viene anoche en mi piel, papi. Esto ya no tiene reversa. Yo no soy santa, soy tentación. Se me nota la mala intención. Tu mirada pide confesión y mi cuerpo tiene la solución. No quiero flores, quiero acción. Firme y real, sin distracción. Si me leí, no hay salvación. Te vas conmigo sin precaución. Quiero fuego, no la vía barata. Mi cuerpo manda, escucha la data. Si te dejo entrar, papi, no falles. Porque si pruebo, no hay vuelta pa' después. Lo siento subir, tú lo notas. Mano en mi cintura, no te me eches para atrás. Te prende que yo tengo el mando y tú tiemblas cuando empiezo bailando. Noto que si no sabes fluir, te voy a fundir, vas a derretir. Noto que si no sabes fluir, te voy a fundir, vas a derretir. Al punto, yeah, papi, vas a llegar. Al punto, yeah, papi, vas a llegar.
You move like midnight on my skin. Got me locked, don't know where to begin. I see the fire that you hold inside, and I'm ready to fly. I play with danger.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm done. Let me go sleep. You guys are not worthy. All right, listen, you don't listen. I have a collection of beats from what happened? I got a collection of beats from the best beat makers that are all ready. All I have to do is just generate vocals, write songs, and that's it. Oops. What's going on? What's wrong with this thing? Yeah, that's where we are. So those who are not taking the train, we are on the head. Everybody else, you can watch. All right? All good. So, see you in the next episode of Club Shada next Sunday, and see you Wednesday for Internet du Village, where I'm going to play a lot of the music that just came out. Like the last 2 weeks of AI music, I'm playing Wednesday. So, all right? And if you want to listen before, listen, you just go to the Sushi Roll Instagram and you can listen to all the music. All right? My boys, my girls, peace. Kiki, Foss, see you next week. All right? Peace. Le mercredi en français, papy.